what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about Meagan Good finally opening up to talk about her skin bleaching. If you guys were on social media, then you know last year in around October, some very shocking photos were released of Meagan Good where her skin appeared to be a very, very, very pale white color. Her skin was rather lighter than her normal shade, and it sent social media into a frenzy. A lot of people were wondering what was going on, how her skin got so light, why she chose to skin bleach, why she went that route when she was a beautiful woman. And now that her skin color has now, fast forward so many months later, come back, she is now deciding to open up about it. So basically what happened was she posted up a video where she was mocking an emoji and she was, going side to side showing the emoji. And one of the people commented in her comment section talking about how they used to love her dark skin. So the comment reads, "Meagan looked better dark skin. She's not so pretty anymore. She looks average, but her dark skin was above average. Why did she bleach?" Crying emoji. So to that, Meagan Good decided to respond to that, and this is what she had to say. "I didn't, queen. A unbeknownst to me, unlicensed aesthetician gave me a product to correct a sun damage mark on my forehead that messed up my skin. By the grace of God only, I'm about 80% through recovery and regaining my color daily. To be honest, it was a beyond painful and traumatic experience because I would never wish that on anybody. I'd really appreciate if you wouldn't continue to spread assumptions and rumors. God bless." Well, Meagan, I understand that this is something traumatic that you went through, but you never spoke about it. So all there is left to do is assume that you bleached, being that your skin went from a medium brown tone to a pale white tone. A person is not going to think that, oh, well, maybe an unlicensed esthetician gave her the wrong product. No, they're going to think, okay, she's in Hollywood, she was this color, and now she's extremely, extremely on the other side of pale, and now she's this color. Well, Meagan talks about how this experience was traumatic, how she wouldn't wish this on anybody, how, the person was unlicensed, and you have all these black women in the comments asking her for the product. And it's like, so you guys didn't read that she said that the product damaged her skin and that she's now regaining her color back. But you guys, why do you guys want a product that didn't go well with her? Like, so all of you guys want your skin to be bleached and damaged? I mean, I really don't get it. But I'm glad that Meagan finally decided to speak up about it because it gave an impression that she was unhappy with her skin color and that she bleached. And that is what a lot of people in Hollywood is doing. So I'm glad that she put, the actual cause behind it. I don't know why she couldn't say that back then when her photos first started to surface. But I mean, it's all about timing and when you're comfortable speaking about something. What also baffled me, though, is the fact that there was so many black women acting as though Meagan's skin never was pale white. Like they were acting like this woman was totally bizarre in her comment. Now, did her comment come off a little bit rude in the way that she worded it? I mean, yes, it did by her saying, I liked you better dark skin. We all know that Meagan Good was never quote unquote dark skin. But what we do know is Meagan Good was, in fact, definitely way darker than what she was when her photos appeared to be a pale white woman in October. Now, that's a fact. She came out, her photos were really, 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 really light. She was very, 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 very pale. And it was very, 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 very like, wait, what? So, did it come off the way that she worded it a little bit rude? Yeah. But for me to see so many black women commenting as if they just, they just did not understand where this woman was coming from in her rhetoric of, dang, like, I appreciated your melanin before that. And then there was also a lot of people who were acting as though, well, you don't need to be spreading rumors, as if Meagan Good never talked about this. She never spoke out about it. She never clarified anything. And there has been several of us speculating as to what's going on. Nobody is going to automatically think, oh, well, ding, ding, ding. Oh, an aesthetician must have did it. No, they're going to think that you skin bleached, especially if you don't clarify what happened. Now, again, like I said, I'm glad that she is clarifying, but I just found it so bizarre that so many women was acting like, it was so crazy of this woman to assume that she bleached when her skin was definitely way, 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 way lighter than what she normally was. I just couldn't understand why so many people kept focusing on Meagan was never dark. Meagan was never dark. Meagan was never dark. Okay, we get that part. But Meagan definitely was darker. She wasn't dark skinned, but she was darker than what she was when she came out in October. She was darker. She maybe was not dark skinned, quote unquote, but she was definitely darker. So I don't understand why so many people kept trying to focus on that. She was never dark. She was never dark. We get that. But we do know that she was darker. So let's talk about that. And that is what the girl is talking about. Now, people, and also people focused on, well, you're not pretty yourself to be talking, da 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 da. Well, I mean, hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Meagan Good is a beautiful woman now. She was a beautiful woman then. She was a beautiful woman before. But when you are a famous celebrity and you go from a medium brown to a pale white, it sends a message to the children that your skin is not beautiful. Your skin is not loved, especially when you don't clarify that. So if somebody says, damn, I took it for her saying, damn, like I appreciated your melanin before. I understand what she's saying. Now, again, how she worded it, not so very nice, but I get what she was trying to say. So for so many people to act like they don't get what she was trying to say, I mean, I don't know. No. But, there were a couple of people out of the tons and tons and tons of people who, kept on with the she not dark, she not dark, she not dark, she not dark. There were a couple of people out of those people who were like, well, Meagan, why couldn't you have clarified this back then? Like, why are you addressing it now? And that's kind of what I'm thinking, like, okay, well, if it's as simple as, your skin was damaged because an unlicensed esthetician did this, why, when so many people were speculating that you bleached, why couldn't you speak about it then? One person wrote and they said, you should have came out and said that a long time ago. We have been asking. Someone could have possibly helped you through social media. I mean, not everybody needs social media to help them through things, but I do think that I am wondering why she couldn't have talked about it. But anyways, she went on to a show called Where is the Buzz TV. And on Where is the Buzz TV, she talked about the skin bleaching incident. And they asked her, about it and what made her finally come forward and talk about it.
Yeah.
Meagan, if you don't mind, can we talk a little bit about the skin bleaching thing? Sure. I have a question for you about that. What made you want to speak out and even address the rumors about it? Because normally you wouldn't. You would just let people say whatever they would want to say. Right. But what made you want to address them?
It broke my heart to think that there's little girls seeing this commentary and thinking it's true.
Right.
It broke my heart that in a season when you have young Black men and women being murdered everywhere, that someone would think for 1 second that I don't love my Black skin.
Right.
That bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
And, when it all first happened, it was extremely traumatic because, I had went to this woman for like a scar removal, like a dog bite on my leg. And, right. She said, try my products, and I think you have a little sun damage on your forehead. And I said, no, that's okay. That's like natural contour, girl. It's great. It's fine, And it was something that did bother me a little bit, but I was like, it's fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And I used her anti-aging products, and they were phenomenal. So I was like, oh, she's the truth.
Right.
And after I used her product, her anti-aging product, I did find out that she was unlicensed. But I didn't think it was a big deal because I'd already used her products, and I felt good about it. Then, when she said, let me fix the sun damage, I'm like, okay, well, now I trust her. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And I start using it. And, someone had asked the other day, it was like, well, if it was just on your forehead, then why your whole face? Because she said everything needed to be even. So just use it, wash with it, whole face. And as I saw myself getting lighter, I started freaking out. And I said, what's going on? And she said, oh, no. It's just going to lift the damage first, and then everything will come back. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I saw myself getting lighter. And I was like, what is happening? And
Right.
she's like, oh, don't worry, your color will come back. And I'm like, but when is it going to come back? And she's like, it'll come back soon, I promise. Cut to, it's 2 months down the line. My skin's not coming back. I'm freaking out. Devon's starting to freak out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I booked this TV show. And I go to New York to film the TV show. I'm feeling so insecure and just not liking the way I look. And then those pictures happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, basically like, this needs to be fixed now. Like,
right.
I have to be on TV. Like, so she was like, we use this serum, you put it on for 15 minutes every other day and your color will come back immediately. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that to begin with? So I did it, but I used it for 30 minutes.
Oh.
The serum attached to my face and wouldn't come off.
Oh.
And as I washed it and scrubbed, I had flesh on my face where my skin had ripped off.
Wow.
And my face was scarred, and that's when the picture happened, is because I had to wear so much makeup to cover the scabbing. Right. But basically, even after that, it just was a nightmare. And I started going to a dermatologist, Dr. Pearl Grimes, who fixed me. And again, I'm still, 20% away from where I want to be. But, I'm on the road to recovery, and it is what it is. But
Okay, that's just a little piece of what she had to say. And again, I have an unpopular opinion on it. When I looked at the photos, it was her whole neck, her arms, her body, her fingers, her whole entire body was pale. So, I mean, I get what she's saying that, she got these products, da da da. And I do understand, and I don't want you guys to take me out of context. Like, I don't understand that, people deal with stuff how they deal with it. They talk about things how they talk about it. But I still, even with that information, as prevalent as colorism is in the community and the impression that that gives off to young black girls when they're already in a society where they are told that they are not beautiful because they are darker, I can't even imagine or fathom letting the rumor that I skin bleached my skin rock if I know for a fact that it's because an aesthetician gave me a product. I would be loud and proud and talk about that, but again, that is me. I cannot feel like how I would react is how she should react. But I mean, I still can also look at it at a place of, like, yeah, she's not me, but I can still look at it at a place like, well, I still don't understand. I don't know. It's like, I get it that she is herself and her individual, but I also feel like, well, why was that so hard to say too? I don't know. Like, it's weird to explain, but the information that she did, I'm glad that now she is speaking out about it. And I'm still baffled at how many people are acting oblivious to the fact of why this is even a topic, as if her skin was not pale. Like, yes, she is 80% to where she is now, meaning the video that she just showed is her 80% recovery now. But there were a couple months ago where she was very, very pale. So it is a topic, especially when colorism is such a huge deal in the black community. And it's a topic because of the message that it sends when you don't clarify what's happening when so many people are actually bleaching for real. Now, I don't know if this is a damage control type of situation where I got backlash, will let me go back down and come up with something to say, or if this is an authentic recovery. I don't know. A part of me wants to believe that it's genuine, but a part of me looks at it with the side eye, being that her whole entire body was pale and her whole entire, like, it wasn't just a face regimen thing. It was her whole entire body. Now, people who don't do their research, which most of social media won't do their research, they'll just look at her current photos and be like, well, Meagan, you still look the same. Well, yeah, right now she's 80% back to who she is. But me, a person who I remember the photos, I remember how she looked, I'm like, well, 1+1 kind of doesn't all the way equal 2, but I do appreciate you for talking. But it's a topic because of the message that it sends to our girls. we have so many of our black girls feeling like they are not good enough. So when we see celebrities who we look up to as beautiful and their skin drastically changes, that message then resonates to our black girls. So that's why it's a topic for everybody wondering, why is this a topic? People, I don't know why they failed to realize the bigger picture here. You have a lot of girls who look up to her, and if they see her with a drastic skin change, they're going to think that in order to be satisfied, they're going to think that they need to do this drastic skin change, because for so many months she didn't speak about it. So there's several girls who could possibly be damaging their skin because they felt like that was the way, because she didn't speak out when it was a simple, to me, again, I'm not her, but to me, and I can't expect how I would feel to be her, but I mean, it just seems like it was a simple tweet when this first came about, like, listen, I had this bad product. It was just bad. I want to advise against this product. Do not use it. I would have spoke against it. I would have spoke out against it and advised so many black women, don't use this. It will do this to you. I had a horrible experience. Like, let them know what the product was, what the experience was, how it melted your skin, how it did all of that. I feel like that would have been something that I would have did knowing, but I mean, I'm a woman who is a dark-skinned woman, and I understand the impact of colorism, and maybe she doesn't understand the impact of colorism as much, but I don't know. Like I said, this is probably unpopular opinion, especially being that I've already seen the majority of the comments, but I'm just one of those type of girls. I don't give a fuck what popular opinion is. I'm not going to be a sheep to what popular opinion is. I'm going to be real and authentic to what my opinion is. And in closing, Meagan is beautiful and she's a beautiful girl, and I'm glad that she finally spoke out about it. I don't want this to come off as if like I'm ragging on her or anything like that. I just, when something kind of doesn't all the way make sense to me, I'm like, that kind of, I don't know. But she's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful woman. She has a beautiful career behind and before her, and just I wish her continued success, much success. And to all the black girls who view this video, you are beautiful, you are enough. With that being said, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip, but in order to do that, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button right now. I mean, no pressure. If you ain't fucking with the content, don't. But if you do, hit that subscribe button and make sure to check out my website, neekatnight.com, where I have all of your quarantine and chill needs. All right, guys. Peace.